So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Red Manx TV. In a week today, the Premier League season will start. Arsenal versus Brentford. I'm very excited for it. Fans are back, football is back. So I thought, what better way to kick off and do my predictions for the 2021-2022 season. So I'm going to be doing that today, guys. If you did enjoy, make sure to smash a like. Make sure to subscribe down below with notifications on. And also, most importantly, let me know down below in the comments what you thought of my predictions, where you think I'm going wrong, where you think I might be going right. And also let me know how you guys think the table will plan out. Who's going to win the league, guys? Who's going to get top 4 places? Who's going to get relegated? Let me know down below. And just to warn you, if I do look down or look left, it's because I'm looking at the predictions I've made and also players that I've signed for each club as well. So just ignore that, guys. I'm not looking at anything. I'm just looking at the places and the players that I've signed. But anyway, guys, see you guys in a bit. Enjoy the video, guys. Let's get into it. So guys, and let's kick off in 20th place. And in my 20th place, I've gone with Watford. Newcomers from the Championship. Had a good season last season in the Championship. Got promotion pretty early. Secured a spot in the Premier League. And to be fair, last time they were here, they dropped straight back down. And will that happen again? I think so. I think they're finishing rock bottom in 20th. I think they end up changing manager 2 or 3 times this season, as they always do. Surprisingly, Ismail Sarr is still there. And if they want to stay up, they're going to be very reliant on him to score the goals alongside João Pedro, who was bagging goals for them last season. They have signed Dennis from Club Brugge and also King as well. So I think they'll be good additions to the squad if they can get on form and get firing. But other than that, I don't think they have enough quality to stay up in the league. And that's why I'm putting Watford in 20th place. In 19th place, though, I have gone with newcomers, Brentford as well. So that's 2 of the 3 teams that have come up from the Championship going straight back down. And once again, similar to the Watford situation, I think they've got a lack of quality in that team. I don't think they have enough to stay up. Of course, they've made a few signings. They signed Aya from Celtic, on Onyeka from Midtjylland, and if they can get Ivan Toney on form and firing about 12 to 13 goals for them this season, with a bit of help from Mbemba or a few other players, then they maybe could stay up. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. I am expecting more from Brentford than I am from Watford and Norwich, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I do think they will be going down with how competitive and how fast-paced of it, and of course, this is the first time Brentford have been in the Premier League, so I think they struggle a bit. It will take time to get used to, but by then I think they might, just towards the end, drop out a bit and go down. So yeah, I'm putting them in 19th place. But under a good manager, they have a good chance of staying up, but I don't think they will. In 18th place, guys, I've gone with Newcastle. And I think it's their time to go down. They're due to go down. They've been hovering around the relegation places for such a long time now. So many seasons. They've got lucky, they've got fluky results that have just managed to keep them up. Last season, it was Callum Wilson keeping them up, and they're going to have him firing on the goals again if they want to stay up. And, the reason I put them here, one massive factor I did put them in the relegation zone, was because they signed absolutely nobody. They've not made a single signing yet. There's reports that Steve Bruce is set to sign a new contract at Newcastle, but do they need that more than they need players for that amateur team or the average team that they have at the moment? I don't think so. So I only see them going down. And it's unfortunate. They're a great team to have in the Premier League. They have great fans, but their owners and manager have just let them down over the last couple of seasons. So I do have them going down in 18th. In 17th place, I've gone with a surprising one, and that is Norwich. A lot of people have Norwich to go down, but for me, the business they've done compared to Brentford and Watford is much better. They've signed Gilmour. They signed Gilmour from Chelsea, an amazing signing. They've signed Lise Malou from Nice. They've signed Rashica from Werder Bremen, who's a talent himself. If they can get him on form, he will definitely bag a few goals for them this season. But of course, a massive loss was Buendia, who they lost to Aston Villa. I think that would be a massive setback for them. The numbers he was putting up for them in the Championship last season were outrageous. He was one of their key players, their key creative players, and he assisted Pukki. But can Pukki now bag 13 goals in the Premier League, or 12 to 13, to help him stay up? I don't know. I'm not too sure. I don't think so. He's going to need help from Ida and Rashica, but we'll have to wait and see. But I do reckon Norwich will stay up under Folker this time. They're back in the Premier League. I hope so as well, because I do like Norwich. But in 16th place, guys, I've gone with Southampton. And the reason I put them here, I was set to put them a bit higher, but they've lost Danny Ings over the last 48 hours, and I think that's a massive blow to their chances in the league, in my opinion. Of course, with that money, they now need to invest in a striker and maybe another quality player to add to that team. Ward-Prowse, of course, staying is a massive bonus for them. I think they really will need him this season. But of course, we'll have to see what they do with the signings from the money they're getting for Ings. But yeah, I do think they have a drop-off this season. They'll finish just above the relegation zone, I feel. But yeah, I'm going with 16th for the Saints. But in 15th place, guys, I've gone with Burnley. And let's be honest here, Burnley are always a team that just manage to stay up. No matter what, they always stay up every season under Sean Dyche. They're a team that don't concede many goals, but also they don't score many goals. They struggle at times, but they get through it. And they're going to rely on Barnes, McNeil, and of course Chris Wood up front to provide goals again this season, which they always do, to be fair to them. They are some good strikers. They know where the net is. They're proven goal scorers, and they're going to have another, hopefully, good season to keep Burnley up once again. But we'll have to wait and see. But the thing with Burnley is they always stay up, don't they? So, yeah, they're staying up. I don't know if they might finish a bit higher than this. They might. I'm not too sure at the moment. But yeah, in 14th place, I've gone with Brighton, Graham Potter's side. And to be fair, I do think they will have a comfortable mid-table finish this season. I like Graham Potter as a manager. He's a really, really positive manager. Quite attacking. Of course, he plays at 5 at the back as well, with 3 really tall centre-backs. And of course, they haven't invested too well so far. They brought in 2 players. They brought in Sherpen from Ajax for a new goalkeeper. And one sign I'm excited about, who they've signed, is Mwepu from Salzburg. I'm really interested to see how he does this season. He's a very good midfield player. But other than that, Maupay will need to bag goals this season. Trossard as well. Of course, they have lost Ben White, which is a massive blow for them. At the end of the day, they do have enough to cover. They do have enough covers at centre back to cover him. So overall, yeah, I do reckon they'll be okay under Graham Potter, and he will be expecting a better finish than last season. But of course, in 13th place, I've gone with Wolverhampton Wanderers. And to be fair, they've now got a new manager in Bruno Lage. Raul Jimenez is back. They signed Trincao. They signed Jose Sars. Patricio went the other way. I do think they will improve this season. I don't know if they will get any higher than 13th. I don't think they will. I think they'll take time to gel with their new manager. But Raul Jimenez, I'm excited to see him back. Really happy to see him back playing football, scoring goals. And he will definitely be a big asset to them this season. He will definitely need to score a lot of goals for them to keep him up, alongside Trincao. They've kept the majority of their squad, though. Neves is still there. Cody, their defence is still there. They haven't lost really anyone, have they? They didn't lose, no. They haven't really sold anyone, really, have they? I'm not too sure if they have, but I don't think so. So yeah, I think they'll be alright this season. I think Trincao's a very, very popular signing. But of course, for Palace, I've gone in 12th for Palace. But of course, with Palace, I'm really impressed with them, with the business they're doing at the moment. Of course, they brought in a new manager, Patrick Vieira, and he's managed to sign Guehi from Chelsea, which I think, give him a season or two, he'll be a good player. Michael Elise from Reading, again, a very, very good prospect. Gallagher, who was good at West Brom last season, making the move to Palace now under Patrick Vieira. They've signed Joachim Anderson, who was on loan to Fulham last season, originally from Lyon. So that's a very talented centre-back they have there. They lost a few players. They've lost Townsend, they've lost Sacco, they've lost Scott Dan. So yeah, they are losing a few players. They did lose a bunch of their players, but they're investing back in. They're getting replacements for them, and so far they've done a good job. Maybe 1 or 2 more signings, that'd be all right. And it's interesting to see what Patrick Vieira will do with that team, considering he's not had a good time at Nice or in the MLS. So yeah, I reckon they will finish in 12th. And in 11th place, I've gone with Leeds United. And for me, I don't think they will top their finish they did last season. It was quite an impressive one for them last season under Bielsa, returning to the Premier League. But once again this season, I think they'll be okay. Leeds United are a fun team to watch. They're a good team to have in the Premier League. They score a lot of goals. They concede a lot of goals. And overall, I don't think they need to improve their squad that much. That's why they haven't. They replaced Alioski with Firpo. They got Jack Harrison on a permanent. Rafinha is still there. We're going to be very reliant on him to score goals this season. Bamford again. He might have another good season as well. And overall, good balance in midfield, a good defensive balance, good keeper. I think they're going to finish 11th this season. So in 10th place, they're going with West Ham. And I think it's going to be back to reality for West Ham. I don't think they'll have good a season as they did last season. Of course, Jesse Lingard might not be returning, and that's going to have a big impact on West Ham, in my opinion. They've managed to keep Rice at the moment. I don't know if he will go or not, but they've managed to keep him, which is a really, really good player to have at West Ham. I think he'll be there for another season or so. Antonio's still there, but they haven't really signed anyone yet. They signed Areola, which is a good purchase, don't get me wrong. I think he's a very talented keeper, but they need another forward player. They need another attacking player, and they haven't got anyone in yet. So I think they may struggle at the start of the season and to get some goals and rely on Antonio quite a bit. Yarmolenko, Ben Rama, he's going to have to prove himself at West Ham this season. So yeah, I've gone with them in 10th. In 9th place, I've gone with Spurs. And this might shock a few of you guys. You probably be like, well, Spurs should be a bit higher than this. In my opinion, I don't think so. Under a better manager, yes, I agree. But I don't think Nuno Espirito Santo will do any better with this Spurs side than, what's his name? Forgot who managed him last season. Some random kid from Spurs. Ryan Mason, there he is, Ryan Mason. I think he'll do better than Ryan Mason. But no, I don't think he'll do any better than Ryan Mason. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to mess my words here. Yeah, with the squad they have right now, and with the situation going on with Harry Kane, Kane. I do not know what will happen with Spurs this season. I don't know if Kane will leave. Kane wants to leave. Spurs want to keep Kane. Who's going to pay the money for him? We do not know yet. With City paying 100 million for Grealish, are they now going to pay an extra 100 million for Harry Kane? I don't know, but it's City. I wouldn't put it past them. But yeah, they've got Sancho a new contract, and they're going to have to rely on him a lot this season if Kane goes. Of course, I think that's only if they don't bring in a new striker, which they probably will if Kane leaves, but he's going to have to leave sooner rather than later if they want to sort that out. Lucas Moura again, I reckon he's going to have a decent season. Højbjerg and Ndombele in the middle, if they can stay fit, I reckon they'll be okay. They've managed to get in Galini, Brian Gill from Sevilla, who's a very good young player. Excited to see how he does in the Premier League. Of course, Galini in goal, Christian Romero in centre-back, two players from Atalanta. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens to Spurs. I don't have too many high hopes on this season, but overall, yeah, I'm going to put them in 9th place, but they may as well finish higher. This is a bold prediction from me. But in 8th place, I've gone with Everton, and I think Everton will do well this season. They've now got in a new manager in Rafa Benitez, who I thought, is a very top-class manager. He's managed some of the best clubs. Now he's coming to Everton. And Everton are a team who, you would expect to be up there. You would expect to be fighting for Europa League places, Champions League places, but they haven't done that over the last couple of seasons. They had a decent season last season, but towards the end of it, they crumbled a bit. Got a few too bad results, but overall, a new manager in now, Rafa Benitez. They've signed Damari Gray, which is a good signing from Leverkusen. Only if he can stay consistent. They've signed Townsend as well, good player. He can score a few goals for them. They signed Begovic in goal, which Begovic is a decent keeper, but they've lost Bernard and they've lost Josh King. But overall, they kept the majority of their squad. And don't forget some of the quality they have in that team: Allen, James Rodriguez, Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin, Mina. So they do have enough quality to be up there and fighting for Europa League places. But I think under a new manager, it will take time to gel. And I think an 8th place finish for Everton will be good in my opinion. And in 7th place, another bold prediction here, Arsenal. I may get Spurs and Arsenal mixed up. I think Arsenal may finish 9th, Spurs may finish 7th, but I've gone with the other way round, and that's Arsenal finishing in 7th. I don't know why I've done this. I just have a slight feeling they will do well this season. I feel Aubameyang will get back to scoring goals. I think Nicolas Pepe will turn up. Although I don't expect them to, it's just something I'm feeling. I don't know why. Of course, they got Partey in the middle, Ben White for 50 million. Bit of a rip-off, but we'll have to wait and see if he lives up to that price tag. They've got Lokonga, Nuno Tavares, some players which could do well for Arsenal this season if given chances. But, there's no signings that talk to me to say, oh, they're going to fight for Champions League. They're going to fight for Europa League places. I don't know what it is, but, yeah, I'm going to put them in 7th place. I don't know if this will happen or not. It's just my prediction here. It's very bold. But next up, in 6th place, I've gone with Aston Villa. And for me, I'm really impressed with Aston Villa's business so far. They lost Grealish 100 million. Again, a massive, massive blow to their side. Boyhood man. Grealish carried them to the Premier League. Stopped them from being relegated the season, I think it was last season or the season before that. But yeah, the business they've done, though, is second to none. Second to none. They've got in Buendia from Norwich, which is a really good signing. Leon Bailey from Leverkusen, what a class signing that is. Ashley Young returning, he will only be good for their defence. And of course, the main man, Danny Ings, moving on from Southampton to join Aston Villa this season. He's definitely going to be putting up a lot of goals for them this season. They have a great attack, and now Adam Buendia to that midfield alongside McGinn. A decent defence. Now Ashley Young's there, Tyrone Mings. I'm expecting a bit from Villa. And, let's not talk shit here. Aston Villa are a side that should be up there. People forget that. People forget they are a top side. And under a good manager and Dean Smith at the moment, I reckon they'll do well this season. They've really invested well, and they've really given me a lot of hope for them to do well as well. So yeah, 6th place, and now we get on to the 5th place, and Leicester City I put in 5th. And of course, we know about Leicester. We know how they fall towards the end of every season. And again, this season they've invested really well. They brought in Daka from Salzburg, very talented signing. They brought in Soumare from Lille, again, a very top-class player who Manchester United were linked with. They've managed to bring in Bertrand on a free. They have lost Fuchs and Wes Morgan, but again, they've kept the majority of their squad. Maddison looks to be going out of Leicester to Arsenal, but I don't think that will happen. So think about that. Leicester still having D.D. Tielemans, Vardy, Maddison. Now they're adding now they're adding Daka, Soumare to the squad. I think they're going to have a good season yet again. They should be up there. They've proven over the last couple of seasons that they can perform on the big stage against the big teams. So yeah, I do think they'll be alright this season, and they're going to finish in the 5th place. And now, boys, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get on to the top 4th basis. And in 4th, I've gone with Liverpool. And from the crap season they had last season, to be fair, they brought it back towards the end, but it was not a good season for Liverpool. I think Liverpool fans can say that. I'm not saying that because I'm a United fan. It was just a bad season for them, and towards the end they clawed it back. And again this season, they're going to be at full strength. You've got Van Dijk returning. Konate's coming back. He's signed for them. He's going to be in the squad. Robertson to a new contract. Trent to a new contract. Fabinho to a new contract. And I do think that the front three of Salah, Firmino and Mane will be firing once again, and they'll be competing with City. And, I think any of these top 4 teams can, race against each other. Any of them can challenge each other. Like, I might get these predictions very wrong, but Liverpool in 4th, they could finish 2nd, they could finish 3rd, they could finish 1st, is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's going to be very tight at the top, but I've gone on Liverpool 5th, and Liverpool 4th. I do think they get top 4 places quite comfortably above Leicester, so yeah, I'm going to go with them 4th. And in 3rd place, I've gone with Chelsea. Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea, of course, last season won the Champions League, and yet again I'm expecting something big from them this season. Reports say they're going to sign Lukaku for about 110 million, I think. An absolute madness if he returns back to Chelsea. He's only going to help them firing goals for what Timo Werner couldn't do last season. But we forget the players they have. Kai Havertz is going to have another breakout season for me. Ziyech and Werner, we've still not seen the best of them, but they may improve this season. Kante's still in there. Of course, you've got a decent defence at the back, Thiago Silva. But other than that, I do think they have a very talented squad. If they add Lukaku, they'll have a great chance at winning the league, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm going to put them in 3rd, though, because I do think Manchester United will finish above them. And I know we've signed Sancho for 70 million. We brought in Varane for 34 million. And of course, we're still looking for a midfielder. But at this moment, it does not look like we'll be getting one, which I'm very disappointed in, because we needed a midfielder, we needed a CDM desperately, more than we needed a centre-back, more than we needed a right winger, and we haven't provided. And although Pogba's looking to stay, which is brilliant news if you're Manchester United fan, and if you love Pogba, which I do, I think it's great news that he's staying. But are we going to do enough? Have we done enough to really say we can challenge City? I don't think so. We need a CDM, and maybe next year, when we potentially get Haaland, maybe then we can challenge. But I do think, I'm expecting a challenge from Manchester United without a CDM. I really am. I think that squad is good enough. It's good enough to to mount a title challenge alongside City, but I just don't think it will happen, because I think with City's team now and getting Grealish, they're just going to walk away with the league. So I think at times it'll be up there, but it's going to be very close between City, Chelsea and Liverpool and the places for the top 4. But yeah, I'd put Manchester United in 2nd. I think maybe next year we can get 1st. But in 1st place, guys, as you can see, the only team that hasn't been said yet is Manchester City. And they're just walking away with the league. They're going to buy the league. They brought in Grealish for 100 million. Reports about Kane going there. Will they get him as well? I'm not too sure. Now, Messi's a free agent. There's always a little chance with Man City. They can bring Messi in. I don't know where Messi would go at the moment. That's really interesting as well, guys. What a shocking scenes that. What shocking scenes that is. Messi leaving Barcelona. What is going on? But yeah, let's get back to it, guys. So Man City, of course, look at the team they have. De Bruyne, Mahrez, Foden, Grealish, Jesus, Gundogan, Stones, Diaz, Ederson, Cancelo. They have so many world-class players. It's unbelievable. And I don't see anyone challenging them this season. I'll be very surprised if they don't end up walking away with this league, or if they don't win it by a country mile or so. I'll be very surprised. But yeah, City in 1st, guys. I'm excited to see how they do next season with Grealish in there. But other than that, I wanted Grealish at Manchester United. I wanted him 100 million. He's worth that. He is worth that. But anyway, guys, that's the Premier League predictions, guys. If you did enjoy, make sure to drop a like and let me know how you thought I did, or how you think I'd do throughout the season. Where am I going to go wrong? Where am I going to go right? And also let me know what you guys think down below. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I'm not even going to attempt it. Raphael is going to be announced soon for Manchester United. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.